What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we finally got the EZAs for actually 3 of them. We got the EZA for LR Golden Frieza in 17. We got the LR for, we got the EZA for the Universe 7 Android 17, and we also have it for Tech LR Jiren. So kind of crazy that they dropped these a little bit early. But let's kind of talk about it. Let's hop in here real quick. The weakness here is transformation boost and of course legendary power, since they are LRs. This is the team that we're going to be running with. We're going to be running Broly as our leader because he is a transformation boost leader. We're going to bring future Gohan on there. Cooler, Frieza, just because they're all on the team. And obviously we'll run Boo Tanks just because all of them are transformation boost. They're all LR, so all of them are going to be doing extra damage, to say the least. So, but yeah, so the event actually came, these EZAs actually came pretty early, which I guess now it actually makes sense because we did get the Tech LR UI Goku, because these EZAs actually came out during his celebration. So the fact that they dropped the UI Goku early and then on top of that gave us these EZAs now is actually super good. Like, it actually makes sense now why they released these units early. Is I think they're trying to get all of these units, you know, trying to get everything caught up as fast as they can. Because realistically, these fit the theme of what the 9th anniversary was, which was, it's all like superhero related. Superheroes, super bosses. It's all of that related in totality. So, and then on top of that, there's a lot of obvious EZAs from the Tournament of Power. So, you know, we had like the STR UI Goku that started out before the anniversary started. We had the physical blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Then we obviously led into the actual year 6 LRs. So there's a lot of like Tournament of Power stuff that got a massive boost. And now on top of that, we got the Tech UI Goku that dropped. So that just kind of bumped up, you know, the stock of everything else. So just dropping these actual Tournament of Power units makes the most sense. So it's like at this point, now we have to figure out, are they actually going to drop Topo early for us and then give us Jiren in like part 2? Because like realistically, to me, what would make the most sense is you drop Topo now, which, you know, a lot of people more than likely will probably end up skipping just because he's not really that hype of a release. But you can drop Topo now. And then in part 2, so like right before Worldwide, you could do a double rate Carnival banner and put Cell Max and Jiren on top of there. Because if you do that, then you basically finish off the entire superhero super bosses like celebration, and this is like the best way to end it right before a Worldwide. And then the only, you know, we're only one banner behind after that, which would be Master Roshi. And then him, you can just throw him either on another banner following Worldwide, or just drop him as a separate banner for us, you know, at another point in time. But at least then we would be completely caught up after that. So, you know, it is a couple different ideas of what they can do. So hopefully we'll see what their actual plan of action is going to be. But like I said, I really am hoping that they just finish off the rest of these superhero and super bosses like celebration now, so we can just be done and out the way. Because I know a lot of people want Cell Max, and I know a lot of people want Jiren because of how good he actually is. So go ahead and drop the content for us early, give us the units early, let us have fun with them, and then let's go into Worldwide with a brand new, you know, brand new consciousness and, you know, start the sync off the right way. But you know what? Enough yabbering about the actual sync stuff. Let's talk about what this FRIEZA and 17 do. So post EZA, they become a Universal Survival Saga leader or join forces. Key 4 160%. Universal Survival Saga just has so many leaders. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Like, they don't need this many leaders, and I don't know why they did what they did, but we have like 20 leaders for this category, like literally no lie. On their 12 key super, they massively raise attack for 1 turn and cause colossal damage to the enemy. On their 18 key, they greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. They cause mega colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lower attack and defense. Passive wise, they get 177% attack and defense. They get 7 key and reduce damage received by 50% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. So very good, like slot 1 unit or somewhere where there's a bunch of attacks. They launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance to become a super. Then they launch an additional super attack and a great chance of performing a crit when HP is 77% or less. I always hate like the HP restriction stuff. Like, it's always so annoying, to be honest. Then they also get key +1 up to 7, plus an additional attack and defense plus 11% up to 77% with each attack performed. So it's not super attacks in general, it's just each attack performed. So all they gotta do is just do 7 attacks. Then they get an additional key +1 up to 5 and attack and defense plus 20% up to 100% with each super attack performed. Okay, so they need to do 5 supers but 7 normals to get like a full extra 177% buff and 12 key total. Like, that's crazy. Then they also get a chance to perform a crit plus 17%, and they reduce damage received by 17% within the same turn with each attack performed. So they basically just build up crit and damage reduction with each attack that they perform. So you kind of would probably want to build them in a more additional... Yeah, I'd say with more of a additional build, because they do just basically build up crit. So you can pretty much go like, I'd probably go additional and dodge on them, to be honest. Since they build up crit plus 17% within the same turn with each attack performed. So yeah, I would definitely say dodge and additional would probably be the way to go on this unit. They do actually have an active skill as well. They get key +7, 77% defense, and they perform a crit for 1 turn. And it can be activated after performing 4 or more super attacks in battle. So fairly simple to get, especially with how many times that they can additional. And, you know, if you're lucky enough to get those additional supers off, you should be able to build that up fairly quickly. So while we're back to this, this should be the finisher right here. But yeah, EZA or stage wise here, they are weak to transformation boost. So there's a lot, there's actually, I don't want to say there's a lot of leaders, but there's a lot of decent leaders for transformation boost. So it should be fairly easy to come up with a team to beat this. So the only reason why I actually came to this stage first before I do the other ones is because the next one that we're going to do is the Int 17, like the Universe 7. We're going to do his next because he's weak to join forces, which these guys are the leaders of joint forces, and they have type advantage. So, you know, why would we not put 2 and 2 together and just do that? And then afterwards, we'll just take on Jiren, because he's weak to Miraculous Awakening. And you know who is on Miraculous Awakening? Mr. Beast Gohan himself. So it should be a very, very easy 8. We'll walk Jiren is the best way to put it. But again, it is nice that they are dropping all 3 of these EZAs early. Especially like for a free-to-play player, like this is 90 stones that they're getting right here. So getting 90 stones right after an anniversary that has been super, that's had a lot of banners. Then they drop Tech UI afterwards, after everybody spent all their stones on probably like Beast and Gogeta and Broly. Then they drop Tech UI with no stones for people to like summon with. So dropping something like this where it gives you 90 stones actually is pretty good. And then, you know, we did actually just get top grossing as well. And we also had like the maximum thank you gifts. So I think there was another like 30 stones in there. So we've got, you know, a decent amount of stones that were given out. And I think we got, what, 21 stones, I think, for top grossing. So, you know, you got what, 51 stones there. Plus the EZAs, you're getting another 90. You know, you're pretty close to doing, you know, 3 multis on a banner. But other than that, yeah, I mean, these guys, I've got them EZA'd and everything on JP. I haven't really had a chance to use them as much as I wanted to. So I don't really know how well they perform. We will do like a rainbow showcase video and everything of them, so I'll be able to actually test them out and see how good they are in action. But just, you know, just looking at them from a far away like perspective, they seem like they would be pretty decent. You know, good slot 1 unit for turn 1 where they reduce damage by 50% or damage received by 50%. They can do a lot of attacks, you know, launching 2 additional attacks. They can launch an additional super, great chance to perform a crit when HP is 77% or less. Then they build up, obviously, so they can get an additional 7 key and 77% attack and defense with each attack performed. Another 5 key to make it 12 key, and another 100% attack and defense with each super performed. So just 7 normal attacks, and 5 of them, 5 of them just need to be supers, which I think should be doable. Oops, I did not mean to send them a friend request. If you're watching this, I apologize. I'll probably be deleting you. But yeah, I mean, we'll finish this last stage up right here. And then this will be this stage. And then we can go to the next one, get that one all done, and then go take on Jiren and get his knockdown out the way. So should be fun, should be easy. Nice easy ace to kind of, you know, break apart all the other content that we've been doing. So, but yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the EZA for this LR Physical 17 and Golden Frieza. If you had a chance to already use them, what do you guys think of them? If you haven't had a chance to use them, just based off of what they are going to do, like on paper wise, let me know what your thoughts are. Like, if you think they're going to be good, do you think they're going to be a hard hitter, or do you think that they're just going to be kind of, you know, somewhere in the middle of the pack, kind of like they were when they initially released? I think that was the biggest thing. When they released, it was a hype release, but they just weren't as good as like we wanted them to be. Like, we wanted them to be, you know, UI Goku, Vegeta level, but they kind of made them a little lackluster. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments below on that. And then also, obviously, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you guys are new, hit that subscribe as well, because we have a lot more content that's coming up. We got worldwide celebration stuff coming up. We got part 2 to whatever this celebration is. You know, we've got a lot of stuff coming, so you definitely don't want to miss any of that. And let's go ahead and give the final blow right here. Surprisingly enough, you know, these guys were actually doing a little bit of damage to us. You know, granted, a lot of these units are a little bit older now, but I wasn't expecting them to take that much damage. I guess I probably could have ran like STR LR Gogeta as well. Like, he would have fit fine on the team. He probably would have done a decent amount of damage, but I guess we just kind of said, screw it. This is what we're running with. But I mean, either way, we were able to get it done, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll let my EZA grinders grind as much of this EZA as they want. I am done at 10. So we got that done. And then also don't forget to come over here and collect your mission. So we got an extra 3 stones just sitting there. So we'll collect that later. But there you guys go. Again, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.